In the following lesson, I want to talk about color profiles, which are very essential and you need to set them up before you get into your whole retouching process. Pretty much like a painter, he also needs to set up his colors and brushes before he actually starts painting. So we as photographers need to also set up our color space before retouching. So now that you have a good understanding of the Photoshop layout, the basic tools and the workflow, let's head all the way to Edit and go to Color Settings. Great, so right under color settings, I've adjusted already, but I want to actually go and talk a bit more about this. First of all, yours will be set to sRGB over here. So right away, the sRGB space is basically the setup and the default setup here from Photoshop. It's not a bad color profile, but it just lacks a little bit with the gamma levels and also has less access to colors and tones. So we need to crank that up a little bit. So the best option here would be Adobe RGB 1998 or again ProPhoto RGB. But it also depends on what type of application do you use with this. So most photographers and retouchers work either with Lightroom and Photoshop combined. So for them would be the best option here under ProPhoto RGB. But if you like me and work more with Bridge and Photoshop combined and only now and then use Lightroom, then Adobe RGB 1998 would be your best option for the color profile. So let's select that and right away we are set. Then also I want to talk about the next step here is gray dot gain. So in order to get better gamma levels. So for that, let's head over to gray here. Yours will be most probably set up to gain 10% or something else. Set this to gray gamma 2.2. So your gamma levels are just way better. Okay, select that. Great. And now for the final step, we still want to work in our color management policies. Again, this is very important because this way you will stay in the same color profile when opening or moving layers from canvas to canvas. So we need to tick these three boxes here at the bottom. Let's untick them quickly and also talk a bit more about this. So what I mean with this is when you open a new document, you want the same color space to be preserved. But if there's a profile mismatch, then we want to get a warning here from Photoshop. So first of all, under profile mismatch, Photoshop will give us an arrow as soon as the profile is different. Why does this matter? Well, profiles are very critical. In a sense, it's a color information that is attached to an image, and with the profiles, we can get the best results possible in order to create again a better view, more vibrant colors, and essentially produce a better image. So tick all three of these boxes here. Ask when pasting and ask when opening. So Photoshop always gives us an arrow as soon as the color profile changes or something else is attached. Great, so once you have set this up, the final stages you still need to do, these you can all leave to the standard settings, that's all fine. You can head over here and save this color space so when you come back next time or when Photoshop crashes, you can easily load this again. Okay, once you hit OK, this will be applied right away, and now we can head into Photoshop and do our retouchings. And you are all good, set up with your color profile and shouldn't go wrong.